What's up, Alex Sports Show fam, and welcome to a special Saturday episode of the Alex Sports Show with host Alec Pecano. Today's show, I will be giving you some upset picks for college basketball today, as well as game picks for college basketball games today and tomorrow. Let's start with my upsets today for college basketball. My first upset is Arizona State +3 to upset Colorado. The reason I think this upset can happen is I've picked Colorado one other time. I picked Arizona State one other time. And they ended up pulling the upset. So therefore, I think they can do it again. I do think this is going to be a really good game. It's a late game tonight in college basketball. So, like I said, I think Arizona State pulls the upset. LSU +12.5 to upset Texas A&M. Now, we look at this. This is an SEC basketball game. Do I think A&M wins this game? Probably. Is there a way LSU could pull off the upset? Absolutely there is. And I think they can. I like their guards. I like their guard play. And I like their head coach a lot. I think they can pull the upset here. And my last upset pick for college basketball today is Iowa State +2.5 to upset Oklahoma. Now, you may say, why are you not picking Indiana to upset Ohio State? You will see that game two times. You'll see it in the next segment, and then you may see it in my other segment for game picks. So, Iowa State, the reason I have them pulling the upset, Oklahoma has been unimpressive with how they've played over the last couple weeks for me. As you know, when I do my rankings, I do it based on how teams play. I don't take into account the record. So a team could have 5 losses, they could have 6 losses. As long as you're under 10 losses and you play really well, you have a chance to be in my rankings. And if Iowa State was to pull the upset here, you might just see them in the rankings next week. And I hope they pull the upset, but I don't know if they will. Now here's my cover picks for college basketball today. This first one is kind of juicy. It is Duke -14.5 to cover. Notre Dame is one of the worst Division I college basketball teams this year. They've only won, I think, 5 games in the AC overall, and I think they're 0-2 or 0-1 in conference play in the ACC. But I think Duke covers the 14.5 points here because they have a lot more talent than Notre Dame. I mentioned this one a minute ago. I said you might see it in the next segment. It is number 5 Ohio State at number 10 Indiana. I have Ohio State -1 to cover. This is a 8 o'clock game tonight, ladies and gentlemen, which I will be watching every second of. I understand the Lightning play tonight, but I will not be watching that. I will be watching my Ohio State Buckeyes against Indiana. Ohio State -1 is the cover pick here. And then my last cover pick is the Cincinnati Bearcats +9 to cover the spread over BYU. I like this cover pick as much as I'd like the last two. This, however, this is a 10 o'clock game, which means you will have to stay up late to watch it, and it probably won't get over till 11:45 or midnight. But I like Cincinnati to cover here. And now here's my money line bet for college basketball today. It is Texas minus 286 on the money line against Texas Tech. And I like you will see Texas in my game picks next segment. But I like the money line that Texas has. If it's moved, you can still take the money line. Whatever the line is, when I last night, it was still minus 286. So I would take Texas minus 286 on the money line. Now, here's my Saturday college basketball game. Saturday game picks college basketball. My first one is North Florida at versus number 23, Florida Gulf Coast. Now, I picked UNF earlier in the week to win, and they were that close. A fingernail away from beating Stetson. Fingernail length away from beating Stetson. They lost by a point. Can they do it tonight against Gulf Coast, number 23 in my rankings? I think they can. I do like FGCU's guards, but UNF has some guards of their own that are really good. And I think UNF can beat Florida Gulf Coast. My second game pick is San Diego and Gonzaga, number 18 Gonzaga. Now, let's see here. Is Gonzaga any good? They've lost 2 games this year. One of them was to San Diego State. And I don't necessarily know how good San Diego State is, other than I know they played good the last couple of weeks. And the reason they're in my rankings is because they beat Gonzaga last week. They upset them and beat them by 22. Does Gonzaga follow the same fate tonight against San Diego? I don't think so. I think Gonzaga beats San Diego, and Gonzaga wins, and they triumph, and they get back to the top of my rankings. Now, we've got a top 10 battle here. We've got number 10, Indiana, and number 5, Ohio State, both in my rankings. As you saw on Monday, every Monday is college basketball rankings. And number 10, Indiana at number 5, Ohio State at number 10, Indiana. I have Ohio State winning this game. I think it's going to be very competitive. And as you saw, I also like Ohio State to cover in this game. Like I said, I think it's going to be very competitive, and I think Ohio State ends up winning. Texas Tech at number 6, Texas. I think Texas wins this game. Now, is it going to be a blowout? Maybe. But I think Texas wins. That's why I like them on the money line. And I didn't take their over-under pick or their cover. I took them on the money line because I think they will win this. Now, here's my game picks for college basketball games for Sunday. First one is UMass versus number 19, Dayton. This game is probably going to be over by halftime. Dayton is really good in basketball, and I think Dayton's going to win this game very easily. So I've got Dayton. Number 21, South Florida at UAB. For those of you that don't know, Thursday night I went and saw USF play at home against Temple. And congratulations to those of you that listened to me and took South Florida minus 5.5. You won some money. You won some dough. But they played really good on Thursday. I think they can play even better today and get tomorrow against UAB. And I think they beat UAB. Michigan and Penn State. Now, Michigan fans, listen up. Y'all are struggling in basketball, but I see an avenue here where maybe you win against Penn State, but not so fast, my friend. I don't think you beat Penn State. I don't think Michigan beats Penn State in basketball. I think Michigan is going to lose to Penn State tomorrow night in basketball. And then my last game pick for Sunday college basketball is East Carolina and Tulsa. I like both of these teams in the American, but I'm leaning more toward East Carolina right now as it is due to the fact that they're playing a little bit better than Tulsa is right now. So give me East Carolina. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard the news, I have an interview lined up for Thursday afternoon next week at 4 p.m. I'm just waiting to finalize it with the person I will be interviewing, which, hint, hint, he's a current college basketball player at a school in Florida, and I went to school with him at University of North Florida. He currently plays in the AAC, and I just talked about his team a few minutes ago. And if you know what team that is, put it in the comment section down below. Sound off in the comment section down below on my videos. And let's see who has the right answer to that. Because I've said that team's name about 2 or 3 times. At least twice. But I also do offer memberships, which highly recommended. We are trying to build the Alex Sports Show community here on YouTube. And we're trying to get more members into the membership tier. There's 4 tiers. There's the opener, starter, premium, and the expert level. You get different types of perks with all the memberships. So therefore, I would recommend that you purchase a membership and also purchase some merch so you can support the show when you're out and about and just moseying around. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for me today. I will see you back here on Monday afternoon at 11 a.m. Have a great weekend, and till the next video, peace.